Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm your host Malgaris. Welcome back to the fourth competitive challenge on Masse. Selectites 1v1, that means we're going overdrive, baby. Let's get driving and going. Or running over the opponent. Open mine, turbine, sell you off. Prep for second turbine location. And start selling this one off. Get my second turbine out, we need the energy. Like a man addicted to Red Bull. Alright. They're starting up top there. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We are just hanging out. Let's get technology out ASAP. Ooh, that's actually pretty close. That's a well optimized build in that case. We aren't there yet. Let's get these out. Sell these off. Because we're gonna need that fourth mine as soon as possible. Because if you don't, we're in big trouble. They might also be building their own sniper over there. Which, if that's the case, well, don't mind if I do this one real quick. That's 100 resources lost for you. Alright. Those are a lot of resources spending on the back. That's to protect all their future turbines, which I can't disagree with. Aim slightly higher for this one. Nice. Why is that background basing, I wonder? Are you up to something sneaky, my friend? Because if you are, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Alright, that's some poor building on my part. They're building something down there. I can smell it. Or rather, I saw it. Okay, maybe this... Yep, that's better. They will be unveiling their sniper soon. Which means they might achieve map control if I don't do something about it. Sniper's not down there, no? Don't have to worry about that. That's far too high. That's a lot better. We're about to have a lot of fun. Get these rockets out. Sun's out, guns out. Am I right? I am right. Rocket launchers are a go. I suspect heavy anti-air rather. That's alright. I think I still only have two turbines. That's gonna be a death for me. I'm gonna lose momentum. Oh, they lost their sniper. That's actually pretty big. You were not supposed to lose that one, my friends. Alright, then time to turn this one around. Pretty hard to believe they survived that actually. Oh, I missed completely. Oh, a rocket free game? We're gonna get along just fine. Sweet. Good shots, good shots. Ooh, that's my sniper. Looks like they also know the power of rockets. My fellow rocketeer. Oh yeah. Welcome to the fun gun zone. I'll need a couple of shots to get rid of most of their anti-air defenses. Or anti-air defenses rather. Thank you. Wrestling for map control, always nice. That's a direct impact. Alright, down to Bull Town. Establish further map control. Make sure damage dealt is significant. Nice, sweet. Right, these shotguns will help me maintain damage. Make sure those pesky anti-air turrets will be as slightly as effective. As I love anti-air, it's never a guarantee that you're gonna get through. I mean, there's never a guarantee it will take out everything, but chances are pretty high if you have sufficient. And then that's not it. Like right now. Okay, I do have to take out that sniper because if I don't, I'm in big trouble. As an AP sniper, that one gets through. Boy howdy. Oh, I have to go an EMP. That'll give me some time. Take out that AP sniper. If that thing doesn't go down, I'm dead. Nice. And not giving up. Good. Strong player. It's awesome to play against these kinds of strong players. Spook. Enemy spook. Well, good thing got my commander active. That should help out. And taking out spooks is just what I love to do. Putting my weaponry nice and slow. They are fighting back my advantage on the shotgun front though. But I do want to maintain that damage dealt. Gotta make sure the snipes never got off the ground. It's GG. 9 minutes game. GG. What a strong spook player. Nice and defensive. Once I saw my resource drop, I was like, alright, I know exactly the type of enemy I'm facing. Good game. Alright then. That was the first game of today. Let's move on to the second one. Alright, welcome back to Balls. Playing as Firebird, one of my favorite commanders. And let's get the show on the road. Open of mine, turbine. Solve a couple of things and let's get our workshop going nice and nice. Nice and nice. Great job, Malgaris. Your English is getting better by the second. Ooh, some nice exposed turbines. They're in a very safe position. Going for a very nice and safe playstyle. That's cool to see. Gonna get you up. There we go. And get you out. Excellent. Make sure my top mine is protected. Don't want any sniping shenanigans happening over there. Get my second turbine out and I start hitting him with turrets. Battery out, don't want to run out of storage. Okay, they're quite experienced, I can tell. Instead of spam repairing, they just self, they're like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna place it in a safer place where it can't be harassed. That's the far smarter option. Mines do not have that luxury, so you gotta change it up a little bit. But they definitely have the right idea. That's always nice to see when you're facing a smart opponent. I'm not in it for easy victories. When I fight good opponents, that makes me very happy. Because it tells something about them and also tells something about me. Alright. Down and down. Must be annoying them to hack by this point. That's also my intention, like to make them so annoyed that like, ah, screw this guy. Nope. %39%. That's core damage. You might not look into that. That's what I'm talking about. I think I love energy. Ooh, I'm floating pretty darn hard. Have to fire slightly stronger. See if I can hit their economy a little bit. There you go. Ooh. Nice reflexes. Now it's some turbine. I've seen those turbines get some fire. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's also make sure I don't make the same mistake as last time. Ooh, they lost one. Slide burst, huh? Just, ooh, that's a very nice nest. Yeah, they're getting and ready for me. Good. We're having a game, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a freaking game now. About to get your gamer juice on. Still the floating though. Not proud of that. Alright, cannon time. I don't have a beat on their commander just yet, but I'm pretty sure they have a beat on mine. At least I won't be surprised if they have beaten mine. I see. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, so they got a barrel. They're playing shock now. That's good to know. That means I can expect some. Ooh, actually my core is not very protected. I can expect some heavy laser fire from them in that case. So maybe, just maybe. It's a smart idea to do something along the lines of this. The toucans are good firepower, at least to fight them in their current state. But I'm gonna need more turbines because this is not something I can sustain for very long. My commander ability is around 65%. It's gonna come in handy very soon as well. If I can set that barrel ablaze and maybe line that expansion, that'd be very nice. Because I can see them blowing those missile pods. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Uh-oh. That shock and all's annoying ability. She has the ability to just disable her turbines and stop your energy production. How do you counter that? It's not really a hard counter, but having some good old storage, like some kind of emergency fund, does kind of mitigate the damage. Slightly. Also spread your anti-air. If they take out one little spot, you still have one backup spot to take out whatever remaining firepower they have. Right now I'm gonna need that badly. That sniper is going to be annoying. Oh. Sorry, but ignited projectiles like these are quite dangerous. I suggest taunting against that. Going to aim a little lower. That's core damage. You can have all the barrels you want. If you lose your core, that's that. Also, just for like insurance, just for a bit of insurance policy. So don't get basalt in my first hit. Sorry, anti-air is a lot. GG. Oof, that could have gone quite wrong for me. But it seems their barrel was just enough to produce those warheads, but they were just not close enough to deal any real damage. Also, my anti-air was up and about. Alright, and that was the second game of today. Let's move on to the third one. Alright, third game is on. Crevice. Let's get the show on the road. Just get you out, and get these nice, sweet turbines out as well. What's my opponent up to? Ooh, also doing a strong economic opener. Just that. These over here. There we go. As we say it in French, voila. Sell you off. Can't forget about that. Build you and build you. Alright. We're off to a great start. Go. stabilization technology is a go-go. Drag you. Nah, it's just not enough. Alright. Then let's bolt you open. Nope. Nope. Hey, English. Yes, sir. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. My jaws have not been warmed up. So for this one, let's start poking the man. That's fine. I can afford those losses. Munitions plants, alright. Looks like this man's going for heavy weapons. Good thing I'm going for those too. At least in the moment. But my timing is a bit off, I'll admit. There you go. So much better. Yeah. And get these out. Okay. Looks like we're having a game now. We're rolling out. So I'm suspecting 20 mils or something like that. Because they seem to be pretty popular. My experience on this map. So we'll see. Get my 6-9 out. Make sure you have that resource to build this big old laser rooney. Got 3 turbines for some good basic building. And sell you off. That's a buzzsaw. That could have gone worse. It could have been a very, very filthy assassination. That didn't go there though. Looks like you sold it off. Very smart. That did delay my laser build a little bit. Which I'm quite peeved about, but that's fine. I can always unpeeve myself by defeating my opponents. So there's that. They're bulking up for a fight. I'm gonna sell you off though. I'll build you slightly higher. There we go. That's pretty sweet. Love seeing that happen. Alright, alright, alright. They might be going for one of those big howitzers. Actually, I'm expecting them to. Because the angle is far too limited to just build nothing around it. They not get a beat on with their commanders though. Which is a bit unfortunate. If I sell you off, will you be able to still protect me? I surely hope so. There we go. So far, so good. shot. That does mean I have to double door this one. It came pretty horizontally. Oh, I see. I see where you're coming from. I see what you're getting at. I respect that. I like your opinion. Alright, that went pretty well. Ooh, a spook player. Hello there. I'm glad I noticed that buzzsaw. Things could have gone way, way different if I didn't. Alright, and that's the third game. Let's move on to the fourth and final one. Alright, we're capping up this episode with balls. Let's hop to it. So you're gonna sell you off and then get the second turbine out as soon as possible. My opponent is going for a fast expansion, probably one of miser moves. So, let me just imitate him. Like the copycat I am. There we go. What a beautiful, beautiful structure I built. Oh, actually this one's pretty decent. Ah, shit. Better. Okay. Back turbines for safety. Don't say no to that. Back turbines make you win the game. Alright, alright, alright. Got a weapon slab down. Cover up so I don't know I've sold off my metal. And we're going to aggressively expand. Oh, that's the best part about this map, the Indonesia team. I keep saying that, I noticed it. But god, it's the lovely one. Makes me feel so warm to fight, you know? Does that make sense? It probably doesn't. Hey, it's a good team. Gonna wait till my upgrade setter gets down, and from there we'll work it out. Don't see any buzz saws just yet. They're probably coming soon. Upgrade center is out. Gonna get my second battery out. And then we're gonna work on our rockets and such. Stability text doing pretty good. Looking pretty darn swell. Don't know why I just like flash like that. Now my opponent knows the rocket's coming. Which I'm not a big fan of. I would rather keep it a little bit more secret. That's okay. They're gonna find out either way. I don't see any locations for a buzzsaw just yet. So I'm not too concerned. I don't see a sniper either, which is also slightly concerned. Interesting. Huh. Opening incendiary mortars. Building Firebirds. Heck yeah! It's been a while since I fought one of those. They're pretty good too. Alright. What the heck? I thought I pressed repair. I'm getting cooked. Come on, machine gunners. Do your thing. I thought, wait a second. Because I was constantly repairing. I got some anti-air up as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah? Oh. Alright. That was some quick cooking. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, I thought it was constantly like extinction the fire. It didn't get reignited, but looks like they did start the fire. And that was a real Firebird player. It's nice losing against this person. Alright then. Those were 3 wins and 1 losses. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked what you saw, like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all. I'm your host Malgaris and I'll see you next time. Bye.